People are still living in the moon. The world's biggest mystery unraveled. Do you know that people are still living in the moon? You know that people are still interacting with aliens, UFOs, and other related creatures. You know that the whole world has been kept in dark on space technology. You know that a certain set of people have been putting the whole world into perpetual slavery. Do you know that astronauts conduct researches and learn scientific truth from the moon? Follow me as I unravel these mysteries. All praise and adoration belongs to Allah Almighty, Lord of all the world. May His peace and blessing be on the noblest of His creation, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon my fellow sojourner on planet Earth. I come to you with the message that Jesus orders human race and has benefited as oxygen. For the Lord of honor has rightly said, in the third verse of Surah Tawbah, that it is who sent His messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, that He may make it prevail over every other religion, even though the idolaters may dislike it. Know it for certain that the time for the supremacy of Islam has dawned on earth, just as it is in heaven. For so long, the whole humankind have been in the dark to the true nature of aliens, UFOs, and other sentient beings inhabiting the planetary bodies. But it's time for revelation the truth. It will lighten the human mind, just as the sun lighting the moon, so shall the spiritual light that is hidden from the eyes of the world beam to the receptive mind, and thereby illumine the entire universe. Though quite unknown to the vast majority of the human race, planet Moon is populated by sentient beings whose true nature or population is unknown to astronaut or cosmonaut who visit days and night making findings about them. But these beings most of the time occupied with the worship, praise, and adoration of Allah the Almighty. The people of planet Venus, Mars, and popularly known as aliens and planets, have a long history of heading human race in an onward march toward technological, cultural, architectural, civilization, and advancement. Recently, the people of America, France, and Britain respectively went to the moon as conquerors, but were all humbled by the superior foreign and technological prowess met on. Grand. This arrogant and stubborn-headed race, whose future advancement and exploit was in the tongues of prophets all included, but not limited to the list of nations whose names were Antichrist, Gog, and Magog, never fall short of their descriptions in terms of exploiting the vulnerable poor for their selfish ends, generation conditioning, using deceptive means to silence dissent, eugenics, amassing beneficial technologies freely without using it for the benefit of fellow humankind and also for other prophecies. This, to be exact, is what they are doing with space technologies and their collective accumulated scientific knowledge. This same set of people uses figurehead heads of central banks, fiat money, financial capitalism to create nothing less than a world system of financial control in private hands, able to dominate the political system of each country and the economy of the world as a whole. They act in concert by secret agreement arrived at in private meetings and conferences. Almost all of this power was and is still exercised by the personal influence and prestige of men who demonstrated their ability in the past to bring off successful financial coup, to keep their word, to remain cool in a crisis, and to share their winning opportunities with their associates, to lend money on interest, promote and spread corruption in all the land, and use deceptive means to cut away other people's resources. This are explanation of some of the culminative human experience on space travel. You may be wondering why were these spirits depressed on their return trips to Earth. The truth of the matter is that They kept searching for something to conduct research on and could not find. But unfortunately for them, what they saw were people worshipping Allah. This Russian cosmonaut claimed to have seen seven-winged angelic beings hovering over their space shuttles. One of the characteristics of angels is that they are invisible, so what they saw was the only special being popularly created there. They discussed whether they should disclose what they saw with their superiors. Initially, what they saw were Muslim beings that were there and did not want to reveal it to create a kind of superiority for Islam. It is worthy of note that ever since the 1969 contact, US astronauts have always frequented the moon to learn from their researchers, read books from their libraries, conduct experiments in their laboratories, and learn insufficient scientific truth that is used to power the industry's ends. Keep the rest of the world in perpetual slavery. As such, my fellow Muslims in Sudan, Egypt, Somalia, Lebanon, Palestine, Iraq, Iran, and the world over, this scientific competence and advancement can be yours too, if you will believe and follow the one sent from heaven, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, as Imam al-Mahdi, and Khalifatul Masih as Mirza Masroor Ahmad, as the head of the Muslim world. And we shall, in accordance with this Quranic prophecy, Quran chapter 21, verse 106, that already have written that my righteous servants inhabit the land, inherit the land, start a new code for the world human race, and other not of man, but of heaven, one really equal to. The needs of the downtrodden and able to restore peace and contentment to all mankind. Every person who believes that the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the Professor Dabari, Mizah, and Mahdi must admit that it was the function of the Promised One to find a remedy for the disordered unrest and misery from which the world is suffering today. That remedy should not suffer from the defect from which human scheming suffers. In other words, it should secure peace and goodwill between nations and classes, and also sustain final resources to fulfill the need of all individuals. The Quran teaches that the spiritual universe also works under a system which revolves around an all-embracing center which controls the whole universe. There is nothing in the universe which is outside or independent of the control of this center. This center is a being self-existing and uncreated. It is not dependent on anything else for the purpose of fulfilling its design. It is neither begotten, nor a beget, nor has he a partner, or associate, which shares with aim, its powers, the functions. This is set out very clearly in Surah Al-Ikhlas, 1 and 12. In that surah, God directed the Prophet ﷺ to proclaim that the truth is that God is unique in all his powers and attributes. Anyone doubting the preceding information can send his personal drone to the dark side of the moon. And if you're doubting the power of Allah, the Exalted, this is enough for you as evidence. But if still with this self-evident truth you are not satisfied, it's up to you. May the peace of God be in the guided ones and those who follow the path of guidance to the day of judgment. As-salam.